Hello, Sydney. Do you like scary movies? What is up, guys? Horror fans. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back, guys. So I haven't posted a video in what has it been, 13 days or something? It's been basically 2 weeks since I've posted a video. And yeah, so it's been a while. I'm sorry about that, guys. And also sorry about that cringy intro at the beginning. But yeah, so I haven't posted in a while. It's just because I've been really busy lately with school and just getting ready for Halloween and all that. And I had actually not seen a movie since Tron Ares. Tron Ares was the last new release movie I saw. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see Roofman or Black Phone 2 or any of that, so I'm just gonna see those when they come out in streaming. So yeah, I'll be going back to the theaters next weekend when Predator Badlands comes out. Hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, so I've been down lately. Tomorrow is actually Halloween. Today is October 30th. It's actually my sister's birthday. And if you guys are wondering why do I sound really funny, it's because I have a cold. I'm not sick, puking sick or anything. I just have a little bit of a cold, feel a little bit gross, and my nose obviously is very runny and stuffed, so that's why my voice sounds really weird. If you guys do hear, if you don't, love that. But if you guys do, then that's unfortunate. I'm just going to sound like this the entire video, but I'm back, and I'm going to be posting, or this video is going to be a Halloween video since Halloween is tomorrow. We're going to be talking about horror movies since I am old enough to watch more horror movies now, so I checked out a lot of new horror movies, and yeah, so in today's video, I'm just going to be giving you guys my guide to all the movies I watched during the spooky season. So without further ado, let's just get straight forward. That did not sound like English. Let's just get into this. Yes, I think you guys understand the rules here. So yeah, I'm just going to be giving you guys all the movies that I love to watch every single October. Some of these I've been watching since I was 7 years old. Some of these I just watched this year because I am old enough. Yeah, I'm old enough now. I mean, I've been old enough since my birthday happened this year. I'm 13 years old. May seem a little young to be watching some of these movies, but yeah, so I've just decided I'm just going to watch these movies, binge watch them, and some of these I'm how many people watching this? Every single spooky season, and then some of them I was nah. So yeah, these are just movies I think everyone should watch every October, and some of these movies are yeah, maybe you're not going to like them, but I just really enjoy them. So yeah, we're going to disagree on these horror movies, and I'm excited because we're talking about horror movies I don't particularly like. I particularly like horror movies that much, but finally got into them, and still, I'm not the biggest horror fan, I'm a slasher fan. There's a difference. So most of these horror films are slashers. So if you don't like slashers, we're going to have a problem here. I'm just not the biggest fan of horror The Conjuring or anything like that, because that stuff is spooky. I get scared. Yeah, but slashers I don't find scary at all. I find them very entertaining, the most entertaining stuff on the planet. So yeah, I say let's actually get into this. I said that before, but I just wanted to explain the rules of this. So this is gonna be a fun video. I have another Halloween video I do want to do. I don't know. I think it'll happen after Halloween since tomorrow will be a busy night. So I think after Halloween, I'll probably post that video. It's going to be a fun one as well. We're going to be talking about big horror franchises and what's coming up next for them and what I think should happen. But yeah, let's get talking about this video. So the first movie I want to talk about, or should I say double feature, is the Goosebumps double feature. Say what you want, guys. Say what you want. I know that this franchise gets a lot of hate. The Goosebumps movies are trashed on. The books, I don't even know if they're praised or not. I think they get some love, but I never read one. I was more of a Haunted Canada kind of guy when I was back in elementary school. But I always maybe would sign one out, and then I would never read it, so it was pretty funny. I would just be hey guys, I got the Goosebumps book. I can't wait to read this. I never did. I was just doing that to be cool. And of course, we're not talking about the TV shows. The TV shows are, they suck. They absolutely suck. I mean, one TV show with 2 seasons. The first season came out back in 2023. That season is okay. It's mediocre. I like the Stranger Things vibes it gets, where it's like it's all up to the kids to stop this evil. And the first 2 episodes I thought were really good. I actually watched this back in 2023. Watched the first 2 episodes and I was freaked out. I was about like 11 at the time. And 11 years old, I got spooked. Um, so yeah, I watched and I was like, holy crap. And then I just never watched it again after the first 2 episodes. And then back in January of this year, when the second season came out, before it did, I rewatched this whole season. The first 2 episodes are good. They're actually sort of spooky. I like them. It just falls apart once it gets to the finale episode. Like, it just falls apart completely. And then the second season is terrible. It is atrocious. Yeah, I actually have a review for that. I did that back in January when it came out. I looked at all other, like, tried to find reviews for this on YouTube. There was, like, 0. I found, like, maybe 1. Either, like, people didn't even bother to watch it, and if you didn't, good for you. But if you did, and you're just like, yeah, this is terrible, I don't even want to spend my time talking about it, good for you as well. I watched it, and I did a review for it, so sucks. But, yeah, so I'm not talking about the TV show, because the TV show sucks. We are not going to get a 3rd season. And honestly, I want a 3rd movie. I don't want a TV show of Goosebumps, I just want the movies, and I know the hate that it gets, so let's talk about the movie. So, first movie, Goosebumps, came out back in 2015. We got a stacked cast here. We got Jack Black in here. Who else is in here? We got the guy. He was the guy who plays Zach. He's actually also in Scream 5. That was pretty funny, or like cool. But yeah, we got a great cast in here. Great cast. And this movie is a guilty pleasure. Now, this movie has like it's pretty divisive, but also at the same time, it's very underrated. Like, I don't hear anybody bring up Goosebumps. Like, nobody talks about either of the films, specifically the first one right now. No one talks about it at all. So I think that's pretty crazy. It got like, I don't even know what it got on Rotten Tomatoes. I need to check that. I'm pretty sure it got like a 60% score. Something like that. Between the 60s and 70s of, a percent. But yeah, I really enjoy this movie. It is just so much fun. Even though the dialogue is a bit generic and like, feels like it was written by a 5-year-old, which, yeah, I hear a lot of people say that. And I agree with them, totally. But I don't know what it is. I just can't help myself but laugh every time I hear, like, those really generic jokes, like, maybe they're friendly. Nope, definitely not friendly. Or, go save yourself, run. And then they actually run. Like, those are generic jokes. Like, a lot of people are going to be like, what am I watching? These are, like, so stupid. And the movie itself is so generic and so straightforward. It's, like, one of the most generic movies I've ever seen. I don't care. It is a blast of a film. I watch it every October. I've been watching it since I was 7, and Goosebumps was like the scary movie when you're 7. Obviously, you can't watch Scream or Halloween when you're 7. So back then, when I was 7, and all my friends and stuff, they were too afraid of Goosebumps. Me and this one other kid, who I'm currently still friends with, we would sit down and binge watch both the Goosebumps movies and be like, guys, we watched the Goosebumps movies, and we were praised. We were just called so cool. I used to brag about it, and then now I look back and like, that was a weird thing to brag about. And then, yeah, the second movie, which came out in 2018, Haunted Halloween. This movie gets hate. It gets a lot of hate. People say it's absolutely terrible. And yeah, and the first one doesn't even get praised. That movie is a divisive movie. Some like it, some hate it. This movie, everyone hates. And I don't hate it. I don't think it's good. All right, I give it a 4 out of 10. I think it's a bad movie, but it's a guilty pleasure. It's one of those bad guilty pleasures where I'm just like, it's bad, but I really enjoy it. Now, I don't know what it is, but I watch it every single October since I was 7. It is awesome. It is so much fun. Slappy is such an iconic character. Like, his laugh is just so, it's not even creepy. Like, I showed my sister the movies, like, last week, and she found his laugh, like, so funny. And same, like, I don't find it creepy at all. If you do, if you're young and you find it creepy, cool. But if you're my age and you find it creepy, we're gonna have a problem. No, it's fine. It's fine. Totally fine if you get scared. But, yeah, I find his laugh hilarious. And this movie is funny. The characters are just, no. The characters suck, I can just say that. I don't know what it is though. I don't really have much like positives for the film. I just enjoy it. It's a guilty pleasure. So say what you want about the film. I really enjoy it though. Ghostbusters. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that singing. Also, my blanket just fell on me. But yeah. All right, Ghostbusters. We gotta talk about it. So yeah, I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan. I love the franchise. Really enjoy it. Even though it does have some flaws, like the 2016 one. I don't even like. I pretend that movie doesn't even exist. I think it's terrible. I hate that movie. Even though I've actually never brought myself to watch it. Yes. Everyone says it's terrible, and even as a kid, I was just like, yeah, I'm never going to watch that. No. I was thinking about it one day, and then I just looked at the reviews for it, and I'm like, yeah, this can be terrible. And then I never watched it. And I've seen, like, clips of it, but, like, no. I will never watch that movie, and I will never acknowledge its existence. So, yeah, just get that out of the park. Ghostbusters 2, I've seen once, maybe twice, and I just don't really have the urge to rewatch that movie. I don't think it's bad. I think it's like okay, maybe a good movie. There's elements I enjoy, but like it's just the museum thing. Pretty sure it's the museum thing, and then like Sigourney Weaver and Bill Murray's kid. It gets the whatever his name is gets kidnapped and then is like held hostage in a museum, or it's a library, whatever one. Yeah, that's kind of like what happens in this movie. And I just don't care for that plot. But still, it's an enjoyable, watchable movie, but I just haven't seen it in years. And I don't think I really care to really ever rewatch. Like, one day I will, for sure, but yeah. And then Frozen Empire just came out last year. I think that movie's good. It is not great, though. I give that movie, like, a 6 out of 10. Like, it's good, but, like, it has clear flaws. Like, it's the Ghostbusters movie that's trying something new. It's not that generic ghost story, even though Ghostbusters 2 has a different plot. Still, it's like that same old ghost story. And Frozen Empire, like, the villain, I think is sick. With the antlers and stuff, like, that guy's sick. I think the whole ice thing, really cool. It loses me, though, with the Fire Master thing, where this one guy is just, like, kind of a jokester or whatever, and then eventually he's like, my grandma's stuff and all that, and they were like, hey, dude, you're a Fire Master. You can save the day. Like, I'm like, yeah, what? So I don't really care for that at all. But yeah, there's fun to be had in this movie. I enjoyed. It's just not that great of a Ghostbusters film, and I don't know. I don't really care to rewatch this much. The two creme de la cremes of the franchise, the original Ghostbusters and Afterlife. Both of those are just fantastic movies. I love those. Original, absolute classic. I grew up watching that movie. It was one of my favorite movies growing up. I still love the film. It's just rewatched it a couple days ago. It's awesome. It's hilarious. Awesome action. I love it. And that score, it just so good. So good. Yeah, some of the like the CGI, like when the monster dogs are running and stuff, I was like, no. But still, it still holds up to this day. And then Afterlife, obviously visually looking better. Probably, I wouldn't say better acting, but still, it's a lot of fun. It's the same plot. It's a legacy sequel though. Paul Rudd is hilarious in here. Finn Wolfhard, McKenna Grace. We got the returning characters like Bill Murray and Sigourney Weaver. It's just a lot of fun. Really enjoy that movie. It's actually, Afterlife is like one of my favorite movies of the decade. I absolutely love that movie. Which one's better is probably the original by like a sliver, but I love both of those movies. I'll watch them back to back any day. And yeah. Next, bringing up the Beetlejuice franchise. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the first one. I think that movie is just mediocre, almost to bad. There's fun moments. I just do not care about the film at all. Like, I could care less about that movie. Beetlejuice is awesome, though. I love that movie. Haven't rewatched it yet this October. I'm planning to rewatch it tonight. Hopefully, we can do that, me and my sister, because we just love that movie. I actually did end up seeing it in theaters. It's one of my favorite movies. It was one of my favorite movies of that year when it came out, 2024. It's just a blast. I love that movie. So, yeah. Those are, like, all the kid, more, like, grounded, like, kid spooky movies. Let's actually get to the real horror stuff. Starting the real horror stuff. You can't go through October without watching the Halloween films. Yes, just watched Halloween movies for my first time, and I pleasantly was surprised by them. Yeah, I didn't think they were gonna be terrible or anything. I didn't think the original was gonna be that good. I was like, hey, you guys might be losing your minds over this film, and like you need to calm down. I watched it and I was just like, yeah, I'm an idiot. This movie is absolutely amazing. I love the original Halloween movie from 1979. John Carpenter's masterpiece, if you want to call it that. I don't think I don't think it is a masterpiece, but it's amazing. I give that movie like a 9 out of 10. It's absolutely amazing. One of my favorite horror movies of all time for sure. It is a blast. Yeah, I really enjoy that movie. How Michael Myers just stalks babysitters on Halloween, just kills them. It's so generic, like not generic, but like it's so straightforward. It just moves and it doesn't stop till the end. It's just so much fun. It's intense. It is just a blast. Like from the shots are like very creative. Like the beginning opening kill where Michael Myers kills his sister, and it's like first person. And then once he exits the house and he's caught by his parents, they're like, Michael, what happened? And it just slowly zooms out of his mask, and it just shows him. And you don't even see him for like the entire like beginning kill of his sister. You don't see that. So I just thought that was, like, it's creepy and all that. And like the ending might be one of the best endings in movie history, where Laurie like just witnessed him, Michael Myers attack her and stuff, and Michael Myers falls off the balcony, and she's crying and stuff, and Loomis looks down and sees that Michael Myers disappears, and like the Halloween theme is playing in the background. And yeah, that's happening, and then like it's just showing all the rooms in the house, like, woo! It's awesome. It is awesome. I freaking love that movie. Also, like the acting is incredible from Jamie Lee Curtis, also the guy who played Michael Myers. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. And yeah, like the kills, we have Bob's kill, which is like very iconic. It's kind of ridiculous though how like the kitchen knife can hold him up, like, come on. But still, that kill is awesome. There's like a couple strangling kills. It is awesome. And it proves that you don't need swears to make a horror movie. Come on. Okay, come on. Yeah, I know. I'm like obviously not against swears or anything. I'm just saying like some horror movies don't need swears, and Halloween proves it. You don't need swears or any of that. You just need a good horror movie with just good characters and stuff. And yeah. And I'm also going to throw Halloween 2018 in there. I know this movie has issues for sure. It's very divisive. Some say it's better than the original. I think you're crazy, but like, it's still a great movie. Yeah, I think we could have gotten more like Halloween time, like on the night with people trick or treating. Sorry, I'm speaking really weird. It's just because of my cold and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, so I think we could have used more Halloween time, trick-or-treating and all that, but with like more kills, we have like 4, I think. One of them's like a babysitter girl, and then like the other 2 are like moms or something, and then it's like the babysitter's boyfriend or whatever. So I think we could have had some more of that. But yeah, really enjoy it. I think the new character, I forget her name, but it's Laurie's niece. Wait, no, sorry, not her niece, it's her granddaughter. Sorry. Yeah, I really enjoyed her as a final girl. I mean, she's not really the final girl, but yeah, Laurie, Jamie Lee Curtis is obviously back here. She's awesome. And we get some great kills. We get some gory ones. I think the beginning is actually, like, great. Where, like, the interviewers are, like, holding up the mask and, like, Michael, and then, like, because he's in the, I think it's psychiatric hospital, and all the other guys are, like, losing their minds around him, and then you just see him just facing the back, not even turning around. It's just an incredible opening sequence, and this is a brutal Halloween movie for sure. So yeah, we have that, and also like there was some weird crap in this movie. I'm just gonna acknowledge that there was some weird crap. I'm not gonna like talk about this movie for too long, but like there's some weird crap that I really dislike in this movie. But it's still a great movie. I think it's an 8 out of 10. Great film. I would buy it on Blu-ray honestly, but the first one is definitely better. All right, moving on to A Nightmare on Elm Street. Just watched the original a couple days ago. I did not think the franchise would be that good. I mean, the first movie. I didn't watch the other sequels. For Halloween, I only watched the original in 2018. That's it. And for Nightmare on Elm Street, I want to watch the 2010 remake. I'm dying to watch that. It's like at the top of my to-watch list. It's just it's on a streaming service. So like, come on, just get to a streaming service already. But like, yeah. But yeah, the original is awesome. It is one of the creepiest horror movies I've ever seen. I'm not scared of it or anything, but I think it's like incredible. Like, the shots, like the bed scene where it's like coming out of the wall when Nancy's sleeping, and like some of the other stuff. The kills are brutal. Like obviously Tina's kill is freaking like intense. And also Glenn's kill where like sinks into the bed and then it just sprays out blood. Like holy, this movie's nasty. And there's only like 4 kills in the movie. But yeah, obviously the ending, crazy stuff. Like it's just kind of makes you lose your mind and stuff. And like if you watch it, like if I watched it at 10, I'd be afraid to go to sleep. And this is one of those movies like literally, you will be afraid to go to sleep. So yeah, pretty insane stuff. All right, next up. So yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street, absolutely amazing. One of the best horror movies for sure. All right. Next up, we have Friday the 13th. We have to talk about. I've actually never seen a Friday the 13th movie other than the 2009 remake. Yes, I haven't seen Freddy vs. Jason or the original or Part 4, Part 3, Part 2, or Jason Goes to Hell or Jason X, or all the movies in the franchise. Haven't seen those. I've heard basically all of them are trash. Like I've heard Part 4 is good. And then I heard Freddy vs. Jason is good, so like those two maybe I'll check out one day. But I wanted to check out the 2009 remake, and it is awesome. It is so much fun. It is one of the most fun horror movies out there. On rewatch, which one would I choose? Halloween or Friday the 13th, 2009? I'm picking Friday the 13th for rewatch. Better movie, 100% Halloween, but like, it is not even a guilty pleasure because I generally think it's an awesome movie, and it's a very divisive movie. Some people hate it, but some people hate it and still think that the movie is the best of the franchise, which is kind of crazy. And then some people generally just hate it, and then some people love it and say it's the best movie of the franchise. That is me, even though I've never seen another movie of the franchise. It is just awesome. The kills are incredible. Like, this is a brutal movie. Like, the opening kills, like Amanda's death, where like she's in the sleeping bag and she's hanged over the fire and she's burned alive. Like, I generally felt bad. There's the kill where like the guy falls in the bear trap. There's a lot of great kills in here, and then of course like there's the boat scene. Like, this is a brutal movie. And yeah, it's gory. So if you don't like brutal like kills and all that, this movie's brutal. Jason Voorhees is absolutely incredible. Like, he is scary. Like, honestly, I think Jason Voorhees is the strongest out of Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers. Like, he takes elements from Michael Myers, where like they're both have masks, they both don't talk and stuff. But this guy runs, man. This Jason is smart. Like, he's a survivalist and he's smart. He sets up traps for people. He knows what he's doing. And there's some incredible shots, like the scene where he's on the roof before he goes and kills Bree. And like there's a boat sequence, like that boat sequence, and there's so many incredible shots in this movie. And yeah, I just love how it looks. And again, love the kills. The biggest problem I think people have with this movie, other than probably like the sexual content, is the characters. People hate the characters. They're always like, these guys are douchebags and all that. I'm like, okay, I like a lot of the characters. Trent, obviously, we saw him. He's also in Transformers. But yeah, that guy is a brat. We don't like him. Everyone else isn't that bad. It's literally, Trent, like, he is a very unlikable person. He has some terrible lines in the movie. If you know, you know. And yeah, he sucks. He sucks. I was sad that he died. Like, he was one of the last kills in the movie. Like, I was not sad that he died. I meant that came out wrong. But like, I was sad that he did not die quicker. Like, I was really hoping this guy would get a brutal kill. He does. But it's like, he's like the second, third last kill of the movie, so I wasn't a big fan of that. He died before all the other before all the other characters died. So yeah, but like all the other characters, like Chewie, Lawrence, those two are like absolutely hilarious. Like, with all the drinking and all that, like, drink this shoe, and like him with Bree were like Brie like blows on the shot and then he burns his lip. Like that guy's so hilarious. Um, and then the main character, I forget his name, but like the guy who's looking for his sister Whitney. I don't know how I can remember her name, but not his. And then pretty sure her name is Jenna. She, I feel like she had potential to be a great final girl. So all the characters I like. Some of them are just meh, like the boat characters. I think Nolan, Chelsea, those two characters. I don't know how I can remember everyone's names, but yeah, Nolan and Chelsea. Like I don't care about them. They're just because they're not here for long. And then obviously the beginning kills. I thought Wade, like he was kind of good. Like he was kind of funny. I don't know why people would trash on him. But yeah, most characters were either fine or I had a blast with them. And most of them, I really like the characters. It's just Trent. We don't like Trent. So yeah, really enjoyed this movie. I think it's awesome. And this is not even a movie I'll just watch in October. Like, I will watch this movie all year round. I can't wait to show it to my friends. But, yeah. Next, Scream. We don't even need to talk about this movie. Scream is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. Scream is the only horror movie I ever gave a 10 out of 10. It is a masterpiece. It is in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. It is just everything about it. From the music, the shots, the creepy atmosphere. The beginning kill is absolutely insane. One of the best, if not the greatest, opening kill in horror history. The acting is great. Sidney Prescott is absolutely a bad A. She is awesome. And definitely the best final girl. I mean, like, there's other great ones like Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode, Nancy from A Nightmare on Elm Street, and you can even throw Whitney and Jenna from Friday the 13th, 2009. But easily, without question, the greatest final girls, for sure, Sidney Prescott. There's not even competition, man. She is just awesome. Love the characters. The twist, like, Skeet Ulrich, he is incredible. Matthew Lillard, hilarious. Randy, love that guy. Like, the thing that most slashers kind of fail to do is they have mixed characters, like Friday the 13th, where some of them are funny characters, a lot of fun, be around. Some of them are mad characters, which are the characters that normally die first. I guess talking about the boat, Nolan and Chelsea. They died first because they're just mad characters. I didn't really care about them, which is fine. I don't expect to care about every single character. And then there's also like the douchebags, like Trent. So yeah, but Scream, every single character is likable. They're funny. Okay, so just awesome stuff. And yeah, I just can't wait for Scream 7. We actually got a trailer for that, so I'm hopefully gonna watch it soon. And what else got the Stranger Things season 5 trailers? So yeah, but yeah, Scream is a masterpiece, and you can watch all the other sequels. Scream 2, 3. Yes, I do like Scream 3. If that's a problem for you, deal with it. Scream 4, Scream 5 is awesome. Scream 6 is awesome. Love all the Scream movies. Like, it is probably the most consistent franchise out there, along with Harry Potter and Mission Impossible. Those are the 3 most consistent franchises out there where they have, like, a lot of movies, and all of them are good and above. So, pretty crazy stuff. Yeah, and before we actually end this, I have one more franchise I want to talk about. The Babysitter. Pussy! Let's go, Cole! I had to do that. Come on. What? Sorry. No, I just had to do that. Guys, The Babysitter is awesome. It is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Like, it is absolutely hilarious. Like, I love all the characters. Cole is generally a great character. Like, I love that guy. I want to see him in more horror movies. He is great in the first movie, and I still enjoy the second movie. I know that movie will be divisive because a lot of the, like, kills in that are very CGI based, and where the first movie, I feel like the kills were a lot more gory, nasty. And yeah, but I still really enjoy the second movie. I think the first movie is definitely a better film. Love the characters. Max is my favorite character in that franchise. Like, he is absolutely hilarious, man. You finally found my D, Cole. Like, come on, that guy is hilarious. Love John, pretty sure that was, yeah, John. Really enjoy him. Allison, like, the whole boob drama, like, that was hilarious. She is, Belle Thorne is hilarious, come on. And of course, B, Sigourney, not Sigourney, oh my gosh, I always get them mixed up. Samara Weaver, Samara Weaving. Pretty sure that's her last name. She's great. And it's not just the comedy that works so well, it's the acting. There's this ending scene where, like, Cole's like, I loved you and all that to the babysitter, because, like, she was, like, the person that always made him feel good about himself and, like, uplifted his spirits, if you will. And just, yeah, he loves her. And, like, they're both crying and talking, and then she dies. Like, it's an emotional scene. I always cry during that. So there's some emotional stuff. And, of course, we have to talk about Jeremy, the bully. What? I'm sorry. I have to do that. He is hilarious. I love that guy. He's only like in 3 scenes in the movie, but he is absolutely hilarious. I don't know what it is. I just love bullies, not like Trent. I'm sorry, we have to trash on Trent again. No, I love bullies like Jeremy. He is just hilarious, and I love those like middle or like 9th grader bullies or whatever. Or sorry, he's in middle school, but you know what I mean. Hilarious. If I could describe this movie with one word, it's hilarious. So yeah, I just really enjoyed the Babysitter films. So that is really it. That is my entire horror spooky guide. Movies I guarantee I've already been watching every October, and some that I'm going to start to watch every October, starting with this October and moving to 2026, 2027, 2028, and so on. These are movies, I'm sure everyone's seen these. I'm late to them, but I'm 13, so that's kind of the reason I was too young. But, yeah. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys have already seen these movies, just fantastic, alright? But if you haven't, really recommend them. But I'm sure you guys have. But yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. I already said that. And I will see you guys in the next one. And comment down below all, like, your movies that you just must-watch movies every single October. Or spooky season, whatever. I'll see you guys.
To say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back.
I'm getting another beer. You want one?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be right back.